All right, so here's my show and tell for whenever. It's Wednesday evening, April the 29th, 2020, and it's about, well, I don't know, let's see here what time it is. About 8 o'clock in the evening. And so what I wanted to do was just show you what's going on out here this evening, show you my deck, and how I'm able to cook outside. So here we go. I turn this around. First off, here's the house. There's the door and the windows, and inside there you can see Mrs. Jason. Got outside lights here. We've got these dangly outdoor lights here that come around, and then we've got these little lights up here. I don't know if you can see them very well. And for those of you who haven't seen it before, last summer we did this deck, recovered it, and then put up this metal roof over it. The deck is 18 by 20, the roof is roughly 22 by 25. And we had this grill, and about a month and a half ago I put in new burners, so it works like a champ. And it's got, it's 4 burners inside. I don't know how much you can see, it doesn't matter, but you've got 4 burners in there and grill. So you've got grill there, and then we've got a burner over here if you wanted to put a pot on there or something. And then I just got this one. This is, I love this thing. It's a Blackstone Griddle. And it's got a 28-inch griddle, which I'll show you in a second, and it's got 2 burners over here, and it comes with a deep fryer, so you can actually deep fry stuff on it. Right now I'm cooking a pot of, it started with onions, and then carrots, and it's got cabbage and nopalitos or cactus, and let's see, cabbage, I guess that's about it in this one. But then I'm also working in here on top of the griddle, got some cauliflower going. It's covered with oil and Montreal steak seasoning. And then we got our refrigerator out here, has an ice maker. I hooked up the plumbing over the weekend. You can see the tube running up here. Down there is the cutoff valve. Where, over here? Yeah, there's the cutoff valve. And I ran the plumbing. Used the plug. The faucet used to be over behind the refrigerator there, but I ran PVC and then converted over to copper and put 2 faucets out here. And the black tube is actually a watering system. Not exactly an irrigation system, but it's just black flexible tubing that runs out here. I've got one plant, where are we? That's a collard green that came up just spontaneously. I think Kathy probably threw the seeds out there last year. Got a compost heap there in the corner. That's a lemon tree. I cut all our fruit trees back this year. We had, we planted 5 celeries. When you buy a celery at the store, you can cut off the bottom, plant it, and let it grow seed. You put it in water, let it grow roots, and then you can plant it. And you can see celery, it's growing up out there. We got one that survived. Looks like the others didn't make it. This is a wonderful orange tree here that, again, I cut it back. It really took up a monstrous portion of the yard last year, but it was just a bush. It wasn't growing up, so I had to cut the bottom portions back. And we just got this this smoker. It's in excellent condition. It just needed a new grate, and put new wheels on it, and then I'm getting ready to buff it down and then paint it. And we've got a grapefruit tree here. And let's see, out there, oh, this is also an orange tree that I had to, it had grown up really big, but the way that fruit trees or citrus trees do is you get rootstock on the bottom, and if it grows up and you don't catch it and cut it off, then the fruit is inedible. And that was what happened. Like after 4 or 5 years, finally we got this massive crop of hundreds and hundreds of oranges, and they were just inedible. So I had to cut back the rootstock, and so this is now the real graft growing up. That little one out there is a kumquat tree, and they're delicious little things. You can eat the skin and all. And we've got some squash that's coming up here. I'm not sure whether it's squash, zucchini. It's got squash flowers, so it's either like yellow squash or zucchini. So several squash plants there. Some of Kathy's sunflowers here. And then back here we've got the herb garden. Got some oregano here let's see if I can get my finger in here. That is oregano right there. Ooh. And then over on the left is I think it's lemon balm. And then over on the right there is parsley. It was a big patch of mint that came up last year, and I had to, I just pulled it out during the winter. Then we got 2 fig trees. Got a fig tree there and a fig tree over there. But that's my show and tell. Oh, we got grapes. Got the grapes. These are several years old now. Let me see if I can reduce this back down. These are several years old now, and they were growing way up because we had trellises here on the edge of the deck until we redid it. Took them down, but anyway, it looks like the grapes are coming back real good this year. All right, that's it.